Where's everybody at? I need a crew.
Welcome to this installment of the BHS Update. I'm Lexi.
And I'm Demi.
I'm Trey. I'm Standing Fern.
I'm David.
And our cameraman is Narzi. Our uncaped hero for this month is a firefighter. Check it out.
I've worked for the Bismarck Fire Department for 7 years, and prior to working for Bismarck, I was a volunteer in my hometown for 5 years. I became a firefighter because I like to help people. I enjoy the excitement of when things go wrong. when things are all up in the air, I tend to calm down. As a firefighter, we respond to any emergencies people are having in the community. Basically, on your worst day, we show up and try to help out and do the best we can. Here in Bismarck, our schedule is we work 24 hours on, 24 hours off. So outside of work, it's kind of nice because I get 24 full hours to do whatever I want, but then I'm gone for days at a time too. My favorite part of the job is kicking in doors. Helping people. It's just selfless service and doing that whole bit. Being there for your community, you know. Some of the problems we deal with being firefighters is, of course, fires in homes, businesses, car accidents. We deal with any spills of hazardous materials, structural collapses, confined space, grass fires, and we respond to medical emergencies, cardiac arrest, heart attacks, sick babies, cats and trees. Any student who liked an adrenaline rush and feels like they're good under pressure, is good with their hands and good at thinking on their feet, likes a little bit of excitement, should consider going into firefighting. If they're good students, they're in good shape, or they're willing to get in better shape, you should definitely consider this as a career. It's a great outlet for somebody that doesn't want to just sit behind their desk. But but if you also like to challenge yourself mentally, there's constant, you can study your whole career, and there's so many different topics and avenues for you to pursue to kind of carve your own niche out and become whoever you want to be. There's a lot of options once you get into a fire department. So if you like to challenge yourself and you like to better yourself and you're constantly on the move, it's a good job. A couple of different ways to become a firefighter in North Dakota. You can go to a college. I believe there's one in Grand Forks or East Grand Forks, a Northwest Technical College. It'll train you to be a firefighter. Or you can join a volunteer organization for 3 years, and then you can get your certifications through those. There's a firefighter 1, 2, and then there's some EMS work that you have to do, like ambulance type work, medical work. Some good ways you can prevent fires in your home is be safe with candles. If you're going to use, don't use a bunch of candles. If you do, put something underneath them that's not going to burn. If you smoke, which you shouldn't, make sure you extinguish all of your butts appropriately in a metal container. Don't leave burning materials on your mattress. Computers, computer batteries, laptops, those can heat up if you leave them on your bed. Don't leave your laptop running on your bed, or even just plugged in on your bed, because that can start a fire. If you're doing summer yard work, make sure you're storing your gas cans outside. Be safe when you're don't use gasoline to light fires. Teamwork affects firefighting in every aspect. The whole concept of being a firefighter is built around teamwork. From when we wake up in the morning, we get together and have breakfast, cleaning up the station, checking our trucks. On the fire scene, everybody has a different job, and there's no big or small jobs. Everybody has to be able to work together, and we're relying on each other. That's why they call firefighting a brotherhood, is because we rely on each other so much, men and women, and if one person slips or falls, you got to help them up and you got to help them through, because the overall mission is what's important. It's, you know, helping people, saving people. And so all our day-to-day activities are built around the concept of teamwork. What makes me proud of my job is just, you know, working with a bunch of good people and seeing all the good work they do for others and getting to be part of that team. That's pretty cool. It makes me proud to, people I work with make me pretty proud to be a firefighter.
There might be like 20-some people in your room.
Now it is time for the last segment of Movies with Riley.
Lights, camera, action. Hello, BHS fans! Get ready for the one and only the grand finale of Movies with Riley episode.
Alright, Riley, what movie are we reviewing today?
The review finale is Avengers Infinity War.
Can you tell us what kind of movie this is?
It's an action-packed adventure with superheroes.
And who are some of the actors in this movie?
Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, and Scarlett Johansson.
And what character did you like the best, Riley?
Iron Man, because he flies and helps people.
And why should people see Avengers?
Because everyone will like it.
And what would you like to see about this movie?
Avengers Part 2.
Alright, Riley. How many Riley high fives did you give this movie?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Woo! Alright.
That's all for today. So see you at the movies. I'm Riley Burgundy. Peace out.
Diet Coke Twisted Mango because that's why. Can't help it. Hey, still going. Maybe slowing it down. Maybe it's getting sexier. I don't know. Mango does.
Hey Kate, what you watching? Cat videos. Oh my god, you're always watching those cat videos.
Oh man.
And here's a video about what it's like volunteering at the animal shelter.
The shelter, we are a nonprofit organization, and our mission is to provide housing, medical care, emotional care for the animals that live here until we're able to find forever homes for them. My title is Volunteer and Special Events Coordinator. So what I do is I have kind of set up the policies and procedures along with the help of the Board of Directors for the volunteers. And then I'm also responsible for any of the fundraising things that the shelter is involved in. And because we're a nonprofit organization, our funding comes largely from donations, memberships, and fundraising events. We actually have about 400 volunteers. Volunteering for the Central Dakota Humane Society would involve a variety of different things. Most of our volunteers here at the shelter are what we call critter companions, and what that would be doing is it would be socializing with the cats and the dogs, and then possibly walking the dogs. Well, I think volunteering here is very rewarding because we have a number of animals that come into the shelter that have come from less than ideal circumstances. They're also in a strange environment. They might be scared, they might be injured, they may have been strays that were out on their own. And I think just, to have that human contact and to be able to see that people aren't all mean. I think that's really important, and I think it's very much part of the healing process for a lot of the animals that do come out here. And I think as a volunteer, it would be very rewarding to be able to see, you know, maybe kind of how an animal comes in and how frightened they are, and then how their progress in their emotional health develops, and a lot of that has to do with the kindness of the volunteers that help them along the way.
Volunteering with the animal shelter is rewarding because we get to see the animals getting like food and treats and stuff, things that they need until they're adopted. So it's good to help them, even though before they get a home and stuff.
So what I find most rewarding about volunteering is just knowing that I'm there to help someone when they need help. So when I did volunteer at the Humane Society, we were setting up tables and sorting through all the stuff people donated, which was really awesome. And we're setting up for a garage sale because they needed to build another part to the Humane Society because there were so many animals that needed to be adopted still that didn't have home in the Humane Society. So that was going to help. Whatever money was going to be raised from that was going to help that. So that just was the main reason why I love volunteering, is just knowing that I'm helping someone.
In order to volunteer here at the shelter, we do have a couple of different orientations that we have our critter companions go through. One of them is for the cats. That's a very short orientation. It takes about 10 minutes, and we do that by appointment. We also have what we call a dog walking class, and that is something that we do offer once a month. And it's on the second Saturday of the month. We do ask people to pre-register for that class, and then once you go through those orientations, then you're able to come out to the shelter really whenever it works out for your schedule. The shelter is open from 1 until 6, Tuesday through Friday, and 1 to 4 on Saturdays. So after our volunteers go through their orientation and they fill out just a real basic application form, they can come out to the shelter anytime the shelter is open. They don't have to call ahead and make an appointment.
The animals are still looking for homes, and they're still needing food and like treats and things that like we don't, or the people at the animal shelter don't have the money for. So if we're helping them out, it's just greater for the animals there.
There are so many animals that end up in shelters, and it's really sad. I always like the saying adopt, don't shop, because there just are so many there. And the Humane Society is a very great organization because it takes care of those animals until they find the right family.
Now it is time for a construction video.
And this installment of the BHS UpDate construction.
You've noticed a lot of dirt around the building. We're going to put an auditorium on the north end of the Canuck. And so that'll be a 650-seat theater. On the north end of the gym, the current Carl Guard gym, we're going to add another gym onto that. The gym's going to turn and run east-west instead of north-south, and then we'll put a full other gym on there, and a weight room, fitness room, and wrestling room underneath, or on the north end of that. So the final thing we'll be doing is a controlled entrance. So when you come into the courtyard on Avenue or on 8th Street there, it'll now be a secure entrance that you walk through. During the day, the doors will lock. Right now, kids can come and go, and we don't really have a lot of control and eyes down on the 8th Street where most of the people come in the building. And so we will have, we're going to move our attendance office, so the people across the hall here are going to move downstairs, and it'll be locked during the day, and you'll have to go through the office to get in. So the secure entrance will be done next fall, should be done to start the year next fall. The auditorium will be done by the start of the school year, in the fall of 2019, and the gym will be done November of 19. So about a year and a half of construction for us.
And here's our last annual lip sync video for this year.
I think it's Nijmudinov. I don't know though.
Najmudinov. However you say it, our demon of the month is Narzi.
While some haters might say it's fake, it actually happened in real life. My name is Narzi, and I was born on April 21st in Dushanbe, Tajikistan. And this is a picture of me, my mom, and a young doggy. 2 years later, I built my first snowman. One year after that, I traveled to Russia with my family. While I was waiting for my mom to come home, I memorized the whole song from a TV show. And that was only a beginning. I rode on a donkey and a camel, took pictures as a dolphin and a monkey. Showed my dancing skills off in the kindergarten. Went to school for the first time. Took taekwondo classes and swimming classes. Went to my first taekwondo tournament where I placed third.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
Went to middle school for the first time. Moved to US, continued taekwondo classes, became a national champion on my first tournament, taking home the trophies that's almost as tall as me. Flew back to my country to visit family and friends. Painted my friend's face while he was sleeping. Flew back and went to high school, joined the soccer team, learned that quitters never win and winners never quit. Won a soccer JV title my first 2 years in high school. Moved into a house. Adopted 2 cats, Lazy and Crazy. Joined AVID class, witnessed my teacher rapping.
In fact, no brother man here has $2. $2 means a snack to me, but it means a big deal to you.
Flew to Boston for a college tour. Tried to practice my soccer skills with my cat. At that exact moment, I realized that cats have really slow reaction time. But they have 9 lives, so that's okay. Won a state soccer title with the boys, making Foss and Mr. Weigum shave their facial hair. Gave away Christmas gifts while I was dressed as a Santa. Filmed a random acts of kindness video which has over 2K views on YouTube. And most importantly, made friendships and memories that will last a lifetime. And with the end of the high school, there is a new beginning.
Now we'd like to take a moment to thank all the seniors who took up multimedia, and here's a senior tribute to them.
Welcome to this installment of the BHS Update.
This one tastes really bad. I don't like it.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
This is for you, Jared.
Oh, no.
It's upside down.
Oh my god!
Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Don. Happy birthday to you.
My name's Cade, and I'm addicted to Fortnite.
We not talk about family, we family's all that we got. Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last ride. It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
It's been a long journey of hard work and dedication.
Bye, BHS.
Three, two, one.
Bye, BHS.
Bye, BHS.
Bye, BHS.
Bye, BHS.
Bye, BHS.
Deuces.
Bye, BHS.
Bye, BHS.
Bye, BHS.
Bye, BHS.
I'm so hot.
Bye, BHS.
Bye, BHS.
Bye, BHS.
Bye, BHS. Bye, BHS.
Bye, BHS. Bye, BHS.
Bye, BHS.
We want to thank all of our teachers for the love and support you've given us the last 4 years of high school.
This was the last installment of BHS Update.
Bye, BHS.
Stay one more night. Don't you know that my love is true? Let's make